Yo, what is up, buddies? Today is a very exciting day. I'm here at the one and only Disneyland Paris. This probably has to be my most anticipated Disney park out of all of the ones in the world. So far, it's already looking really similar to Magic Kingdom. You have like the circle, then Main Street's right over here, and then right across from that is the train station, which is just like Magic Kingdom. So Main Street's right over here, but there's actually a few alternative ways on each side, the left and right. I'm on the right side right now. You can walk through the building instead. Right now I'm heading right into Main Street because I've never experienced it before and I want to see how it compares to Magic Kingdom. It looks pretty similar. The Emporium is on the corner. The reason there's so many people over on Main Street right now is, my guess, probably a parade starting. I'm not exactly sure, but look over there. The castle looks amazing. It looks like at the end of Main Street here, there's also a Casey's Corner on the left corner. That's awesome. All the things you've heard about this castle being the prettiest are true. This is an absolute masterpiece. It's so elegant. It's like built onto the hill. It's so cool. And then like the right side extends out so far. This is awesome. I'm now approaching Discoveryland, which is pretty much their take on Tomorrowland. It's pretty much like a futuristic area, but it's called, what is it called? I already forget. I think Hyperspace Mountain, that building right up here, is only a 5-minute wait. It's like a Star Wars themed Space Mountain, and holy crap, that looks sick. I cannot wait. Space Mountain is my second favorite ride on Disney property over in Florida, so I can't wait for this one. They have their own Astro Orbiter. It's called the Orbitron here, and then they also have their own Tomorrowland Speedway, and it's called Autopia. I think it's the same, it's called the same thing in California. And here it is, Hyperspace Mountain, 5-minute wait. I've made it into the queue. It looks pretty similar to the other Space Mountain over in Florida, but a little bit bigger. Like the queue's bigger, it's a little bit wider, and it's also Star Wars themed. Like there's some Star Wars things on the wall, and it just overall has those Star Wars vibes. I'm curious to see if I'm gonna like this one better than the one we have over in Florida, because it's one of my favorite rides, like I already said, but I really love Star Wars, and I just am really hyped up for this because that's my first Disneyland Paris ride. So you actually board the trains outside, and it's 2 rows, unlike the one in Florida, which is 1 row. This was a true walk-on, and by the way, I got front row. First ride in Disneyland Paris, front row? Yes, sir. There's no way. If this is the level that Disneyland Paris is on, this might be the best park in the world. This absolutely crushes OG Space Mountain in Florida, and it's not even close. Like, bro, this was so fire. I was not expecting inversions and all this stuff. There was inversions. There was like 2 inversions, a corkscrew, and a loop-de-doop-de. That ride was like Guardians and Space Mountain mixed, and those are my 2 favorite rides in Florida, or Disney rides in Florida. So put them together and you have this. This is a masterpiece. Guardians is still above it, but I think this might be my second favorite Disney ride ever. One more thing I want to mention is the restraints are the biggest complaint I have with it. It's the ones that like hit your bones right here. If you know, you might know what I mean, but that's probably my biggest complaint, but it didn't really faze me as much as those restraints usually do. So that ride's peak. Last but not least, it's not based around the sequels, and I'm not the biggest fan of these Star Wars sequels, and that's what we have in Galaxy's Edge in Florida. It's all about the sequels, and we don't really have anything about the prequels or original trilogy, but this ride was completely based off of the original trilogy. And there was a moment where you went into hyperspace, and it was like a tunnel, kind of like the tunnel you go through when you have the backwards launch on Guardians. But it was like you go through this tunnel and you swoop down and you're going through hyperspace on that ride. I could talk about this ride for like so long. I need to ride it again. Hopefully I'm able to. That was so good. So right behind Space Mountain, they have Star Tours. I'm probably not gonna ride it because we have it in Florida and I don't think it's any different, but it's cool that they have it. Can we please bring this to Florida? Like, I love these just random statues of some of the characters, and we don't have anything Wall-E in Florida. We need something like this. Apparently, a lot of the rides here have better versions than the ones in Florida. So for example, the Pirates of the Caribbean here is apparently better than the one in Florida. Same with Big Thunder Mountain and some of the other rides. So I'm gonna test that, see if it's true, and I can't wait. If you see me compare things from the Florida Disney parks to these parks, it's because those are my home parks. I go to them all the time. So I know my way around, and I wanna see how these compare to those ones and how these ones hold up compared to them. Small World? More like Big World. This place is giant. Like compared to the one in Florida, which I already said I'm gonna compare to the ones in Florida because that's where I'm from. Like this one is giant compared to it. Like it takes jeepers. There's even a full fountain in the front. Yo, does this ride need that much space? I'm not dogging on it, but like, cause I've never been on this specific one, but if it's the same one as the one in Florida, it's not my favorite ride, and I don't think it needs to be using this much space, but who knows? It says it's a 5-minute wait, so I'm gonna hop on it and check it out and see if it is different than the one in Florida, because this is in Europe, so, whoa, there's a pigeon that just flew right by my face. So I'm guessing that they might have America as one of the countries that the little dolls are dancing in here, because when you're in Florida and you're in America, then the ones that you do see, like the countries that you do see, aren't in America, except Hawaii, if that makes sense. So the American versions of this ride have like a lot of European countries and foreign countries, so I'm wondering if the one in Europe and even the Asian parks, if they have America in theirs, because I think I've seen it before, but I'm wondering if this specific one has it. See what I mean though? Like it's really pretty, like the buildings and everything, the water, it even starts outside. That's super cool, but I don't know if it needs this much space. I've officially made it on the ride, and you start off outside, which is pretty cool. I wonder how much money is in this water. And I also wonder how many of these coins are European coins compared to American coins, because there's a lot of American tourists here. So I wonder like the ratio. So right off the bat, they have like welcome signs. In the one in America, they have goodbye signs and stuff. And it says goodbye in all the different languages. But here, it says hello. This feels really grand. I don't know why, but like, it feels a lot bigger. I mean, it makes sense because the building looks a lot bigger from the outside, so the actual ride itself, the building feels bigger as well. There's London, we also have Paris, which is where we're at. They have the little Eiffel Tower. They're singing in the language that it's like based in. So when we just passed Paris, they're singing in French. So I wonder if there is an American area, if they'll sing the song in English. There's Rome. What's back here? This kind of reminds me of Animal Kingdom. So we've made it to America. There's Ariel. This is what I mean. I was wondering if they were gonna have America, because when you're on the rides in America, they don't have America because you're in America. So us being in Europe and riding this version, I was wondering if they would have an American area. And looks like they do. And they are singing in English, like I said. It looks like there's a way bigger, whoa, that's sick. So there's a way bigger American area. And the other one was just Hawaii, like we do have over in the American ride. But yeah, they have the Eiffel Tower, the Golden Gate Bridge, Hollywood sign. This is sick. And then you have the finale, where everyone is collided into one. And it looks like they do end it off with all of the goodbyes. There's English and all the different other languages. If I seem a little rowdy, it's because I'm sleep deprived. I haven't slept. I think it's probably like noon in Florida, which is my time, and I haven't slept at all because we went on a red-eye flight and I couldn't sleep on it. It was like an 8-hour flight all the way here, and I just didn't sleep. So the adrenaline and like I'm hyped to be here. So that's why I'm even able to be here right now, because I'm running on no sleep. Next up, I'm heading over to the Indiana Jones roller coaster. I'm not sure the exact name, but I'm pretty sure that this is the only park that has it. Like, I don't think any other parks in the world have this Indiana Jones roller coaster. So it's a one of a kind. Let's check it out. We just went the wrong way. We ended up at like a kiddie boat ride. So I think we have to turn a little bit further to the right past these hedges. And it should be, there's more chair. I think the teacups are over here. What is this castle? I don't know. I think it's over here. We'll figure it out. I saw this on the app. It's Alice's Curious Labyrinth. It's kind of like a corn maze. You go through, or similar to probably Moana, what's it called? Moana Journey of Water, where you can like walk through and see different experiences. It looks pretty similar to that. It actually goes down deep into the ground a little bit. That looks interesting, a Mr. Toad restaurant. And I found my way into Adventureland. We have very limited time here, so I want to make sure it's used efficiently, and I want to get on some very specific rides. Like Pirates, it says a 5-minute wait. I wanted to get on Hyperspace Mountain and Phantom Manor, which we're going to try to do. Indiana Jones, Big Thunder Mountain, all the main rides, and then tomorrow we're going to Walt Disney Studios Park. But if we finish everything we want to do at Walt Disney Studios Park tomorrow, we might be able to come back here and do some of the things that we might have not been able to do today. But looky here, Pirates of the Caribbean, 5 minutes. My sister Cassidy got some mini crepes, so I'm gonna give it a try and see how I like it. So it's like covered in this chocolate and stuff. It looks pretty good. Ooh, it's like a Hershey chocolate syrup and a little pancake or something. That's pretty good. My camera is really good in low light, and this just shows, actually it doesn't even look that dark. It's not super dark right here, but over on the right where I was just walking, it's super dark. Okay, it lightened up a little bit. But earlier, like, this line was pitch dark when I first got in it. It's pitch dark again. I can't see anything. I feel like I'm gonna fall over. Okay, there's a cast member holding a flashlight. Goated cast member. That wasn't even a cast member, that was just a normal guest. Goated normal guest. If you're in like the really harsh sunlight and then you walk into this queue, I could see people breaking bones. I'm being completely honest, it is so dark in here. Anyways, about the ride itself, I think there's like 3 drops compared to only 1 over in Florida. And apparently it's a lot better than the one in Florida, but it also makes sense because it came out a pretty decent time after Florida, because the Florida one's original. It came out in 1977, I believe, and this one came out in 1992. So they had a lot of time to improve and see what worked and didn't work. 3 rides, 3 front rows. This is absolutely insane, and this ride is already insane. Like, there's a full-on restaurant right next to it. It's kind of like Living with the Land. It looks kind of spooky, I can't lie. I don't know how much my camera will pick up because this ride is really dark, but I hope it does pick up some, because this ride, that is giant. Whoa. The starting is already a lot different than the one in Florida. What? There's a gosh darn lift hill on this ride. There's like a projection. Is that water? That looks like water, but at the same time, oh, it's mist. I was like, if that's water, I'm about to get drenched. But no, it's mist. Yo! It looks crazy over there. Oh, this is a crazy drop. Oh, it's not too shabby. Was that even a drop? That was more of like a little drop. I don't know if that counts as one of them. Oh, bro. This scene looks crazy. It's like a gunfight or something. And then we just go into pitch dark. Oh, crap. These guys are at the very end of the one in Florida, but Right now, they're kind of towards the beginning. Oh crap. Oh crap, I think that's a drop. Oh no. That looks like the Jurassic Park ride drop. I hope I don't get soaked. I really don't want to be wet. Oh crap. Okay, I had to cover my camera, but that didn't do too bad. Whoa, that animatronic is way more like advanced. The animatronic at the one in Florida is a lot more old, but it makes sense. That one looks a lot newer. Look at this guy's face. Is there Shmee? Shmee! This is really big. This feels like so much bigger. And the fire even goes towards like the tunnel over here. Oh crap, here's the third drop. Or technically the second, if that first like little drop doesn't count as one of them. But I think it does, so here we go. Oh no. There's like TNT barrels. I don't want to get wet. Oh. Okay, I didn't get too wet. Whoa. This is crazy looking. What? No way. That's a goated ending. That's not even, it's still going? There's even more stuff back here. I hear Jack Sparrow. If I'm being honest, I think this might be the only part with Jack Sparrow in it, unless I just missed him. Look at all the shimmers and shines, and shimmies and shimmers, and yeah. Man, Pirates was amazing. I don't want to keep saying this, but like, I like it better than the one in Magic Kingdom. And I don't know if that's gonna be how it is with every ride, but so far, the 3 rides I've been on, I feel like I like better than the Magic Kingdom counterparts. I don't know, this park's pretty good. Plus I like how grand they make their like attractions. There's a full ship outside of the ride. All these different rocks are like textured. I don't even know. It's crazy. So far we're on pace to get all the rides we want done. Now we're heading over to Indiana Jones, which I can see it right now. It's the roller coaster I was talking about. And I'm so excited because it looks kind of like a minecart ride. I won't have a specific Disney ride to compare this one with, but I'll try to tell you the best comparison in like the state of Florida. Out of all the rides in Florida, I'll tell you the best comparison. It looks insane. I hear it, I don't see it though. Another 5-minute wait. I'm getting lucky. We are here in September, which is a big factor why all the wait times are super low, because there's not as many people that come here in September. I feel like September is the best month to come to theme parks because the weather's good, the crowds are low, and it's just overall, it's also cheaper usually. Like if you buy tickets in September, it's usually cheaper because they're trying to get people into the parks when there's not as many people in the parks. So yeah, if you're planning a trip to come here to Disneyland Paris, I highly recommend booking it for September, or any park for that matter, because the Disney parks in Florida and even Universal, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, all those parks are usually a lot less busy in September as well. This thing looks awesome. Let's just say that ride was a little iffy. Rough around the edges is the best way to describe it. It honestly kind of hurt, and a lot of coasters these days, the like elements feel so effortless, but that one was not like pleasant. They have some interesting merch here that you just don't see in America. Like I've never seen this Nick Wilde hat, This is a cool headband. It's like an Indiana Jones ears with a hat. I'll probably check some more merch out tomorrow because I have more time. But right now, I'm trying to just like focus on the rides because I'm not gonna be able to have as much time at this park. So I want to get as much done as possible. I came into the bathroom and look at this toilet paper. It's not rolls. It's like the perfect size. You just grab a couple and go. I've made my way to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad though, and apparently this is the best one out of all 6 Disney parks in the world. I'll be the judge of that, even though I've only been on the one in Disney World. It is closed right now, the one in Disney World. So when I do go on this, I'll probably be really excited because I just haven't been on the one in Disney World for such a long time, so we'll see. There's a whole Coco restaurant and a like Miguel statue. That's cool. They have all like the little flags. Here's Big Thunder. I'm gonna come back to Big Thunder, but first ride Phantom Manor. If you don't know what Phantom Manor is, it's their version of Haunted Mansion, and apparently it's scarier. This part of the park is completely decked out with like fall decorations. There's some different like tinsel. There's a bunch back here, some pumpkins, a lot of different decorations. That looks insane. It looks really similar to Haunted Mansion, how like there's the water and then it's just like some spooky looking building across the water. That looks crazy. Big Thunder also looks really crazy because it's just a big lake. There's no rivers of America or anything. It's just the water and it's a lot wider. And then it's just like an island with the ride on it. And here we are, another 5-minute wait. It's just back to back to back to back to back 5-minute waits. Big Thunder's the only one that isn't. I think it's 30 minutes, so that's why we're keeping it for last. I wonder if the room stretches in here, like in Haunted Mansion.
Even you? Notice this. This chamber has no windows and no doors, which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Si vous ne trouvez pas le moyen de
This room got giant. I think we lowered and the like ceiling rose. Right after getting out of the stretching room, the pictures on the wall and just like the atmosphere is way spookier than Haunted Mansion. This is freaky. You start off with the bride right up on like the staircase. This is crazy. Yo, this looks crazy. This already looks way spookier. It's so dark. I can't see anything. I'm guessing there will be some similar things with this and Haunted Mansion, and it's not just like a completely different ride. There's still some similarities, but there probably are still some differences as well. Like that's usually a casket and there's a like zombie pushing out of it. I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is. And then there's like the knocking doors. Oh, come on. Well, it didn't last too long. We're back moving. The clock won't stop. Whoa, this is way different. We don't have like these green lights where we are in Florida. There's a creepy head lady. I don't even know what you're saying. Some like French gibberish. What about
and witches, answer this call. Your presence was wanted at this ghostly ball. Des douze coups de minuit, voici son
Hey, yo, what is this music? Hey, yo. It looks more like cowboys. That's crazy. And it's like, I don't know the storyline. Is the Phantom Manor the one like cursing the bride or something instead of the bride cursing all of like the husbands or whatever? I don't really know. The only reason I know any is because the Haunted Mansion Muppets on Disney Plus. And we're back to pitch black. I can't see like anything. There's a fireplace. The bride singing her songs again. And the Phantom Manor in the... Yeah, I need to look up the storyline because it's not making sense. I think the Phantom Manor... Whoa. Hey, yo. So I think he is the Phantom Manor and he's like trying to get the bride instead of the bride trying to get the different guys. I don't know. I already just said that, but say it again. Now I'm going backwards on my back. Ew. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Oh, let's go. There's the singing heads. I was hoping that they're still in this. But instead of a bunch of like happy haunts and ghosts, it's all, oh my gosh, bro. It's a bunch of skeletons instead. Well, while we're stopped, at least I get like a front row seat to these singing heads. There we go. We're back and at it. Whoa, this finale looks way different. So I was just talking about how there's a bunch of skeletons, but here's the ghosts. And they look way different. Hey, yo! Another cowboy. What's up with the cowboys in this? Another cowboy! I don't know. A green lady? These are some weird ghosts. I thought ghosts were blue. Bro, the Phantom Manor just like laughing his cheeks off again. And just like that, it is finished. Actually, it's not. I think the Phantom Manor is gonna jump on my head. Hey, yo! It's the bride! That was creepy. Like I said, I don't know the full storyline of that ride, but I think the Phantom Manor, like the guy with the top hat, the skeleton ghost guy, he's trying to get back on the bride, and that's my favorite part of that ride. I do think I like Haunted Mansion better, but that ride was still pretty fun, and I like the fact that the Phantom Manor is trying to get back on the bride because the bride is the main like evil character in Haunted Mansion. She's trying to like marry people and then so I like how the Phantom Manor is like trying to get back on her. Time for Big Thunder Mountain. It says 30 minutes. I feel like it's worth it because I hear a lot of people say this is the best ride in the park. So if it is, then I feel like 30 minutes isn't too bad. If you guys have been to this park before and have ridden this, let me know the longest wait you've waited for this ride. So we made it on the ride, and I was so confused because the ride's on like some island, and you board the ride not on the island. So I was wondering how the ride actually gets onto the island. Oh no, I just got wet. But we just went under a tunnel and got onto the ride. Yo! I think you get wet right. Oh my! Let's onto like the, oh, exit and entrance. Yo, here we go. Yo, that was crazy. Yo. There's like a piece at Kings Island. That was goated. See, the whole ride is pretty much on like this island, and there's no connection to the boarding station. So I was wondering how the actual ride vehicle gets onto the island. And it's because you go under the water in tunnels and then onto like the island where the ride is. And then at the end, you go into another tunnel to get back to the boarding station. It's crazy. I love Magic Kingdom's Big Thunder, but that one like crushes it. That was amazing. We've pretty much done a full circle around the park, and we've made our way back to Main Street. Main Street does look pretty similar, except there's just a big hotel at the end. And there's also a completely different castle behind me than there usually is. Casey's Corner is looking as goated as usual though. We're not just exploring Main Street, going through all the different things. We haven't went into any of the shops yet, but I think we're gonna eat maybe. We just have to figure out where. Emporium is right on the corner, just like Magic Kingdom, which is pretty cool. Wow, there are so many lights here. And what's crazy is that you can see like the Disney Springs balloon here. I forget what that place is called. It's like some town or whatever. It's what their Disney Springs is, and they have one of those balloons, and you can see it from the park. I think I'm gonna exit the park actually. We were thinking about eating somewhere on Main Street, but instead we're eating at Disney Village, which is what their Disney Springs is called. It's called Disney Village, so we're probably just gonna find something to eat there and then call it a night after that. I will be back tomorrow for a full day because we got here around like 5-ish today, and we didn't really have a full day because we just had like an 8-hour flight and we didn't get any sleep on that flight. So we're pretty tired. We're gonna eat, like I said, at Disney Village and then probably head back to the hotel. Goodbye, Disneyland Paris. Stay tuned for next vlog though, because I'm gonna be going to Walt Disney Studios Park. And then if we get everything done there that we want to, then we'll probably come back to Disneyland Paris because we do have the Park Hopper Pass. So we're probably gonna do that if we get everything done. I'm personally really excited because these are the only Disney parks I've visited other than the 4 Disney parks in Florida. I've never even been to the California parks. Somehow I made it to these before California, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm like really stoked to make it to Walt Disney Studios Park because there's like a spookier Tower of Terror. What the heck? And there's like a bunch of different cool things, kind of similar to Hollywood Studios, which is my favorite Disney park. So hopefully it's a blast. But for now, goodbye Disneyland Paris. Time for Disney Village. They have a World of Disney store here, which is really cool. I wonder how it compares to the one over in Orlando, because obviously we have one in Disney Springs. And then what is this called? Ganu, I'm not even gonna try, bro. I suck at French. I think it's a movie theater or something. So maybe if we wanna watch a movie in French, then we can go there. They have some cool different window displays, and here's a full one of Ratatouille. Ratatouille is my favorite Disney movie, so I'm super excited because there's a full like Gusteau's restaurant inside of Walt Disney Studios. This place looks interesting. I think we're making our way into like the main strip with all the different places to eat and stuff, because we were over by the movie theater and I didn't really see anything to eat over there. But this area looks like there's some more places to eat. Apparently there's a McDonald's up here to the right. Imagine eating McDonald's in Disney. No way. What is that? How is there McDonald's at Paris's version of Disney Springs? That's crazy. I gotta check this place out. A Golden Arches. First of all, this place is jam-packed. Second of all, I was thinking about eating here, but I don't know. A McChicken alone is like €9. Wait, no, that's not just a McChicken. It comes with a medium fry and a medium drink. So it's not too bad, I guess. The food has been acquired, so let's give it a try. I wonder if it's any different than the ones in America. The fries pretty much taste the same. I can tell a little bit of a difference though. Interesting, it looks like the McChicken has a sesame seed bun. Let's see how this McChicken tastes. The bun feels a lot thicker and the chicken tastes a teeny bit more like rubbery, but not really like rubbery. I don't really know how to explain it. I just finished my lovely McDonald's meal, so I'm gonna wrap the video up here. I'm super excited for tomorrow. I do wanna show some more of the merch, especially like some Ratatouille stuff, even some pins. I'm probably gonna buy some Ratatouille pins if they have any available. But yeah, this video was super fun to make. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I was kind of able to capture my day and show you everything I did properly. But other than that, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Like and subscribe perhaps?